you do various tricks on it. Like people actually land backflips and quarter flips and whatnot flips on it. Like high up, above, and down there. It's just like you see कि भाई मैं इधर से गिरा तो omelette हो जाऊंगा. It's that kind of.
Hey there, welcome to TH Podcast. Here we talk about adventure sports and everything around it. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button and do give us your feedbacks in the comment section below. So today with us we have Bhupesh. He is a rock climber and a slackliner, and today's conversation is all about slacklining, from how to get started to all the advanced stuff. So don't miss this video, and yeah, let's get started. और ये सेशन काफ़ी ज़्यादा बेसिक होने वाला है अबाउट स्लैक लाइनिंग, फ्रॉम व्हाट इज स्लैक लाइनिंग टू लाइक एवरीथिंग बेसिक, how could you start, etc everything. So Bhupesh, my first question to you would be like, what is slacklining, if you could describe it in brief.
Slacklining, Indians, like a lot of times I travel and people ask me what is slacklining. एकदम simple answer is like I tell them like कभी डोंबारी वालों को देखा है क्या रास्ते पे? क्योंकि we have this tradition where you will see people like small kids walking on thin rope road के
Yeah,
side में. So the basic
yeah,
principle is that, but if you go by definition, it's like trying to balance or walk on a flat piece of webbing which is tensioned between two anchors like trees. So that's
yeah,
about it. Like it's pretty simple.
yeah. So according to you, which is more tough, like walking on a rope or walking on a slack?
So slacklining किधर तो भी tight rope से evolve हुआ है. Tight rope walking में usually they use a bamboo to or a long bar to balance on
Yeah,
it, and it's very tight. But in slacklining you don't use any tool as such. You just use your body to balance,
yeah,
and the line is tension, but it's not that tight, and it
yeah.
moves a little bit. So yeah.
Yeah. So actually, my first question to you would be कि after what is slacklining is कि how did you get started with slacklining? एकदम initially.
Actual slacklining as a sport was found by a bunch of rock climbers. So they used to actually
Yeah.
slackline during their rest days, and that is how the sport grew.
Yeah.
That was in the 80s in the United States. But for me, actually, it's the exact same. Like I used to rock climb. Like I started rock
Yeah.
climbing in 2014, and one of
Okay.
my friends back then had this industrial webbing, like the ones you might have seen on trucks when they tie their goods with that. Like it's a orange color webbing. You might have seen it on the highways. So he had
Yeah.
that, and we used to slackline on it on our rest days as well. And few of
Okay.
my friends started doing it regularly, and that's how I got into it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great actually. And initially जब मैंने slacklining का थोड़ा सा research किया ना, I came to know that rock climbers initially started it just because कि वो लोग distant rock जिसमें पहुंच नहीं पा रहे थे directly, they wanted to go there using their rock climbing equipments, कि जो rope use करके वो लोग चढ़ते हैं उसी rope से like वो लोग cross करने का try करते हैं. That's how slacklining evolved.
You basically what happened was there was this guy called Adam and Jeff Lincoln,
Yeah.
if I'm not wrong. So they actually put up a 55 feet line on Lost Arrows Fire in Yosemite,
Yeah.
and they couldn't walk it actually. They used to slackline. They actually started slackline as a sport, but they tried doing it. They failed, but like that is where highlining was born.
Yeah.
And highlining is nothing but doing it. What are you doing it on the ground, like slacklining, but on heights
Yeah.
where the equipment is similar, but safety factors are more.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
So actually, what inspired you to do like slacklining properly? जैसे कि आपने बताया कि पहले हम इनिशियली ऐसा वो ट्रक का वो बैटिंग यूज करके करते थे, तो उसके
Uh,
बाद what inspired you to do it like in a proper way?
uh, for me, I always saw slackline as a tool to get me into highlining. क्योंकि
Yeah,
मैं being a climber, I used to watch a lot of documentaries. And then in that, I used to see some famous athletes like you guys might have heard, like Dean Potter, and
Yeah.
he used to highline as well. And that time, I knew, like, I wanted to do it, like, way before I knew about slacklining. Like, someday I might do it, and damn, 6 months later, I was walking on highlines. So, yeah, it was
Oh,
kind of a
that's
crazy
great. Like,
start, but yeah.
yeah. So actually, what do you think in slacklining? What's the ratio of mindset to the actual skill that you require to walk on that 1 inch slack or the rig?
Uh, Lots of people ask me कि ये मेरे से होगा या नहीं या like when people want to get into it, like it's very simple. It's I ask them like cycle चलाते हो ना, like cycle कैसे सीखो, like do you know how to bicycle? They're like yeah. So वैसे ही
Yeah.
सीखना है, like गिरते गिरते सीखोगे. You just have to give it a try. Like there's no like if you can walk on ground, if you can walk on ground, you can walk on a line. It's as simple as that. You just have to put some time, and if you give 2 hours for one session, like if there's a line and you have 2 hours with it, and if you try to balance, you'll be able to maybe like balance it for a few seconds or maybe take a couple of steps.
Yeah. Oh.
So,
So actually, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
so it's not that hard. It's kind
Yeah.
of easy. Yeah, if you can do it on ground, you can do it on the line.
Yeah. So actually, अभी कुछ दिनों पहले I was watching a video of some slacking who had one. So वो actually बता रहा था कि in slacklining breathing plays a very important role. कि you need.
Breathing. So abhi slacklining, once you evolve, like for basics, like you don't need like a like a physic, or it's like
Yeah.
people call it moving meditation. Just
Yeah.
observing
Exactly.
yourself and correcting your mistakes.
Yeah.
And once you start growing, then obviously, like if you get, so there are types of slack lines, like high line, for example, it is way high up the mountains. There's trick lines, so in trick lines you actually can jump and do different tricks. So for that, definitely you need focus, you need concentration, which you develop obviously along
Yeah.
the way you grow. So yeah, you need some mental, you don't need as such, you just like develop it along the way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so Bhupesh, I was asking you that if there is a person who is absolute newbie who knows nothing about slacklining, how should he get started? Especially in a country like India where resources are not so readily available about slacklining.
So if one wants to get into the sport, it's actually very easy to start slacklining. Like if
Yeah.
a bunch of if your group just contribute like $500 and you get a new line, you will find one in
Oh,
Decathlon. Like there are a bunch of sources on website where you can buy a slackline. You just rig it. It's very easy to actually rig a slackline, and once
yeah.
you do that you like, so for me, like there for me as per se कोई था नहीं कि सिखाने वाला, me and my friends. So it was just like line है, तो वो 5 सेकंड करेगा, मैं 10 सेकंड करेगा, ऐसे बढ़ते जाता है, and then eventually you get the knack of it, and then you start slacklining. So for
अच्छा.
all the newcomers, if anybody wants to get into the sport, there are various like the slackline is pretty easily available in India. Actually, you will get one in Decathlon if you want to. Then there's bunch of different athletes across India, or bunch of people who are selling international brands. There are
Yeah.
also some Indian-made slacklines like Slacklife Inc. He has some webbings,
Yeah.
and they actually are selling it right now. There is this Slack Mitra website which I've actually shared on the forum,
Yeah.
so they also have some basic slackline kits, and you can just buy them and start slacklining.
Yeah, actually, as you mentioned, like finding slackline is pretty easy. But how do you get like-minded people together? कि मतलब जिनको सच में हम जैसे as you told you need 5 or 6 people together कि चलो slacklining करना है करके.
Hmm.
And and then you go ahead and buy a slackline. So how do you find like-minded people in India? Are there any particular groups or like
Yeah,
sessions that
there is.
yeah.
So if you go on Slack Mitra, so Slack Mitra is a
Yeah.
website. So this forum website is run by a guy called Navin. And
Yeah.
so Navin so I know him since few years now. So he sells equipment, but apart from that, if you go on the website, you will find this blog where he has actually shared groups, numbers, and invites for WhatsApp links, like
Yeah.
WhatsApp links for the invite where you can just join it. So he has also mentioned what cities like in
Yeah.
Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad. So most of the major cities in India.
Yeah.
And if one is not from those cities and if you can't find it on that forum, then if you buy a slackline on your own and if you go in a garden and put it, few people are going to watch it and they are going to be curious and they'll end up joining you, and that is how
Yeah,
you form a
exactly.
community.
Yeah. So, what do you think कि इंडिया में कितना कितना like public है जो like slacklining अभी करता है like will it be in hundreds, thousands, approx?
uh, few years back तो कुछ नहीं था, like सब slackliners एक दूसरे को पहचानते थे ऑल ओवर इंडिया एक्चुअली, बट अभी ये लॉकडाउन हुआ एंड सिंस लॉकडाउन एक्चुअली इट हैज बूम्ड अ लॉट, एंड उसके पहले भी कुछ हाईलाइन फेस्टिवल्स हुए थे, स्लैकलाइन फेस्टिवल्स हुए थे. So now definitely the numbers are rising a lot, and I think we have anyway average I think 500 to 1000 slackliners तो हुई करेंगे टाइम पे. So
Oh.
yeah, so अभी right now I'm in Pune. So
Hmm.
पुणे में there's हड़पसर में एक एम्प्रेस गार्डन बोल के है, उधर बहुत करते हैं slackline, like the numbers are huge, like 20-30 people आराम से. Then there's a community in Mumbai, the oldest community from Bangalore, which is in Cubbon Park. Like actually, slacklining actually started from there in India.
Oh.
So yeah, the numbers are rising and people are buying slacklines. So initially, if you don't have one, not necessary, you'll have to buy one. You can just go there and learn slacklining.
Yeah. So actually, can we say that कि Bangalore probably epicenter है इंडिया में slacklining का?
अभी तो slacklining का तो सब जगह बढ़ गया है. Like Bangalore is there, Mumbai is there, Pune is there, Delhi is there. So these are like the major hubs. अभी तो महाराष्ट्र में औरंगाबाद में है, नासिक में है, लोनावला में है. So yeah, there are lots of communities. Like yeah, you can say Bangalore की तो भी since the start it is active.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, I'm surprised कि इतना ज़्यादा नंबर है. मैं इतना एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर रहा था कि like इतना ज़्यादा ग्रो हो गया होगा over the years. Because when I was trying to find on internet इतना ज़्यादा मिला नहीं. पर मेरे को probably ये Slack मित्रा का website तो मिला था probably. But yeah, वो like WhatsApp groups वाले forum तक मैं पहुंचा नहीं था शायद.
Yeah, actually, I've shared it on Discord right now, so the link is
Yeah,
there. Anybody watching this or आगे जाके ये record होगा तो you can actually go there and just like look it up.
Yeah, exactly. So actually, as you mentioned earlier, slacklining में बहुत ज़्यादा types होते हैं, like highlining, tricklining. So could you describe those?
Yeah, obviously. So slackline तो basic हो गया, दो झाड़ के बीच में एक line लगा लिया, which could be 2 feet off the ground, which is safe, which is where you start. But अभी obviously लोग बोर हो जाएंगे, like obviously आपके पास साइकिल है तो थोड़ी देर चलाओगे, बाद में क्या करोगे, बोर हो जाओगे, फिर व्हीली करोगे, शॉपी मारोगे. So it's that kind of a thingy. So उधर से ट्रिक लाइन पे ट्रिक लाइनिंग is nothing but trick line is a very high tension webbing. It's a 2-inch webbing. Around 25 meters का रहता है, and you jump on it, you do various tricks on it, like people actually land backflips and quarter flips and whatnot flips on it. People
Yeah.
actually do yoga on it. If you go on YouTube, there are actually World Cups happening for this, so you
Yeah.
can check it. And yeah, trick lining is that. Other than that, there's something called water lining. वाटर लाइनिंग इज नथिंग, पानी के ऊपर लाइन लगा दिया. or
Ah,
borderlining.
exactly.
Then
Mm-hmm.
one of the famous right now, LSA is highlining. So highlining
Mm-hmm.
is kind of uh, same setup, लेकिन उसमें safety ज़्यादा है because you're doing it like hundreds or maybe 1,000 feet off the ground, and
Yeah.
so it's very like you have to make sure everything is safe and you're leashed in. So
Mm-hmm.
highlining में basically अगर दो mountains के बीच में लगा लिया या valley के ऊपर लगाया, so that is
Mm-hmm.
highlining. You walk on it, and if you fall, there's a leash which is connected to
Yeah.
the line, so that if you fall, you hang on the leash. So it's super safe. Like it's very safe. Like very few. Like it looks very dangerous, but like very few accidents have happened in the history of highlining slash slacklining. But yeah, that is highlining. New right now, a very new thing which is trending is highline trickline. Like if you see on Instagram, YouTube, like people are doing some insane tricks on the highline, and one like I'll share some videos on this forum so that people can watch it, and let's see. Like
Def-
I hope this session will end up in Indians doing some insane crazy shit out there.
yeah, exactly. We expect the same.
So yeah,
So,
that's pretty much about slacklining. If you know something or any doubts about anything you might have heard, let me know. I'll answer them.
yeah, so actually, I wanted to ask the highlining. I have seen that setting up a proper anchor and then rigging is very important. You need proper people who know like how to rig a slack line.
So yeah, exactly. For highlining, yes, you do. Slacklining, अभी जैसे मैं बोल रहा था, you can just buy a slackline and you can watch a
Yeah,
YouTube video how to rig one.
yeah,
I would strictly say that don't do it for highlining. Don't watch
yeah,
it on
exactly.
YouTube and try to do it. Like at the
Yeah,
end, adventure sports are something which are mentors are involved. It's knowledge passed on from friends or maybe athletes to athletes. So if you want to highline,
yeah,
definitely do it for the first time with someone who actually knows how to set up a highline.
yeah,
And the
exactly.
gear is very different. Like here in highlining, actually, just to tell you guys how safe it is, you don't walk on one piece of webbing. There's a backup webbing which is actually loose, but it is also taped to the main line so that if the main line breaks down, like if it tears or something, you still hang on the backup.
Yeah.
So yeah, you need your technical skills right. You need to know your forces, and I would advise if you are a newcomer, do highlining with someone who actually knows highlining, and then only get or invest in the gear.
Yeah, actually. But actually, till I have read कि slacklining का जो gear होता है, original slack वही अकेला ही काफी ज़्यादा like tough होता है. It's very rare that it breaks or something.
Yeah, so everything is rated. Rated as in like rock climbing or the equipment which we use in slackline is tested. A few gears have standards for them. Few certifications are involved. So yeah, that is there. So the gear is very safe and they are meant for very high loads and high braking strengths. But still, like with the Highline, we have backup for everything, right from the anchors to webbing, everything.
Yeah, actually. So actually, everyone who's starting should note this point that if you are going for a highline, please take an expert with you. It's very necessary.
Yeah.
And now actually we'll talk about something that like blew my mind when I first saw it. That is free solo, and that is probably very famous on YouTube right now. Like if you search anything about slacklining, first thing that pops up is free solo. So Bhupesh, you have done free solo thrice, right?
Yeah.
So, would you like to describe free solo for our audience? That's what is free solo and why is it more risky compared to everything else in slacklining?
First thing I would like to say is like highlining or free soloing is not like it's a very small part of the whole of the
Yeah,
bigger picture of slackline. Like it's not only that. and
Yeah, exactly.
it's a very personal decision, and one should not get into the sport. वो दिखने में भारी दिखता है, danger दिखता है, but like yeah, so I would advise like get into the sport, know the sport, like because people are watching it, and we don't want a wrong approach towards the sport. But describing my experience, yeah, I've done three solos so far. Not though that tall lines, or maybe not that long, but yeah, danger is involved if something wrong, like if I fall. So experience was definitely like like it was I have no words for it actually, but
Yeah.
people ask me like, were you afraid? So fear is always there, even if you're highlining, and that is what keeps us alive. And yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
So,
I
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah. Go
ask
ahead.
questions about it. It's very hard for me to explain. Like, yeah,
Yeah, actually, but isn't that adrenaline rush the only reason why people start like get into adventure sports because they want that rush, I guess.
that is there, but that is what no. When you are doing it, there's something called calculated risks, and
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
also like if you're doing rock climbing or if you're doing any other sport, even highlining for that matter, the adrenaline is all mental. Like even if you're going on a high line with all the safety factors, or if you're leased in, it's just
Yeah,
the mind which plays there, because it's the same line which you walk on the ground. Like there's nothing different
yeah,
there. But it is just that you are way like high up above, and down there it's just like you see कि भाई मैं इधर से गिरा तो omelette हो जाऊंगा. It's that kind of so
yeah,
like small movements or getting on a high line itself is scary at that time.
yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
So actually, do you know any particular contest or competitions happening in India related to slacklining? Uh, जिसमें like अपन uh, मतलब जिसके बारे में अपने को जानना चाहिए, especially knowing about slacklining.
अभी तक का दो ट्रिक लाइन कॉम्पिटिशन हो चुके हैं इंडिया में. बोथ ऑफ देम वर इन चेन्नई in a festival called the Kovlong Festival. So it was surfing and water sports event, but slacklife Inc. ने उधर एक इंडिया का पहला ट्रिक लाइन कॉम्पिटिशन लिया था. So
Okay.
अभी 2-3 सालों से नहीं हुआ है उधर, obviously lockdown and before that नहीं हुआ वो. But yeah, we got lots of participation there. So yeah,
Yeah.
competitions हुआ है पहले, and I hope
Mhm.
that after everything this
Yeah.
COVID situation होने के बाद we might end up having some high line, trick line competitions.
Yeah. So actually, अब मैं like I want to ask something about sponsors. Like कि अभी जैसे जो ये सब sports में involved रहते जो athletes, वो is it easy for them to get sponsors in India directly or indirectly so that they can make their bread and butter out of the sports?
Right now, no, because the sport is very new in India, and there aren't like people are there are few athletes who are pushing the records, pushing limits in terms of highlining and everything else, but they are pretty consistent. But still, the sport hasn't reached to that point where sponsorships and everything is involved. Like it has become gone to that stage yet.
Yeah. So actually, do you think कि वो बहुत ज़्यादा depend करता है how much exposure that sport gets? So like
Obviously, like you need a like at the end, it's industry. It has to like there's money involved, so even the sponsors need something in return. So being such a new sport in India, it'll take some time to reach to that point.
yeah, exactly. So my last question that I would like to ask, and after that we'll probably open if anyone wants to ask the questions to Bhupesh. So my last question is, what are one or two advices that you would give to younger Bhupesh when he started slacklining that what he should do?
Uh, uh, Nothing as such. Like just I would like I always was up for traveling, and at the end, sports like slacklining are community sports. So
Yeah.
yeah, like at the end, you can't like I would love to travel. Like I would tell myself back then that और थोड़ा ट्रैवल करना चाहिए था या और थोड़ा घूमना चाहिए था या should have rigged that high line or should have taken that time out for that. But yeah, I think at the end it's about balancing life and yeah.
Hmm. Exactly. So the all in all the point was कि जितना हो सके ज़्यादा explore करना चाहिए था.
Yeah. And I still try to do that. लेकिन अभी yeah, like
हाँ,
at the end it's
कोविड
not
कोविड
only
है वो है. हाँ,
yeah, it's not only about balancing in on the line. No, it's also about balancing life. No, so
yeah, exactly. So now we are open for questions. If anyone wants to ask questions, you can drop your questions in the slacklining section.
it was obviously initially like I got introduced to adventure sports when I was 18 years old. Right now I am 24. So initially, obviously at that age, parents are obviously very concerned about where you are traveling and that. But after watching the videos somewhere, they were worried about what I was doing and making sure that everything was safe. But now I actually send them videos and they actually call me like, please send me some photos, videos, and they are a big like they motivate me a lot. And actually, it's very nice that I can actually talk to them about my projects.
Yeah, that's great to hear. We also have one question from Gaurav. Yeah, Gaurav, you can ask it yourself.
Right. So actually, I'll share a couple of videos on this forum because last since 3 years consecutively. So there were Highline festivals happening in Lonavala where if you were new to the sport, you can just go there and there were experts who would guide you in terms of how to get on a line because experts had rigged that. And it was 5 day highlining festival where you can also like even if you are very new to it you can just get into it. So there have been big festivals happening in India. Last to last year there was this festival organized called the Great Indian Highline Festival, which was done by a couple of athletes from India. And we actually like we as in all those athletes actually broke the Asia record for rigging the longest high line, which was 700 meters. So it wasn't walked by an Indian, unfortunately, but yeah, there were international athletes there. And also at the same time, there were people who are very new to the sport and they didn't know about slacklining and they saw it there for the first time. And 2 years later, they're still doing it and they're actually getting good at it. So there have been, it's just that the word hasn't spread that much yet, but obviously that is why forums like these, like the Adventure Hub, are important, or maybe like so that all if people actually want to get into it, it is possible. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, I get your point. So yeah, more exposure and making mixing and matching other things have a lot of things and the festivals. So your answer is festivals.
Festivals not like for example when it happened in
Koblong,
Koblong,
it
it
was
was
a
a
water
water
sport
sport
event.
event. Like it wasn't a festival. It was actually there were surfing competitions happening. There was stand up paddling, and that is how that is where slacklining was integrated. So now somewhere in that area there are maybe couple of hundred of people who might not have tried slacklining, but they know about the sport and they might know about the athletes also. So it's all about traveling, putting up lines, mixing up sports because at the end it's not slacklining, it's all other sports. If you see the bigger picture, like snowboarding, kite surfing, or skateboarding. So if all of these sports somewhere need exposure, and if all of us somewhere mix and match, we might get the right exposure.
Yeah, so that is what like when I spoke in this podcast, like I have like actually put the Slack Mitra website. And yeah, like right now the thing is the sport has grown so much that there are very small groups, communities across, like yeah, Swadesi Mela, which happened at Sandan Valley. It was a very big successful event. And yeah, there are festivals and small gatherings happening, and they are very a great way to push the sport and get the right exposure.
Uh, this is like events and festival are one way to do it. Like there are many various ways because festivals. The thing is with festivals, there are experts involved who actually execute the plan, and new people can actually like it's the easiest way right now for these communities or the sports to get into. So somewhere, yeah, they are playing a big role in the community right now.
Yeah, definitely. So I think everyone's questions are answered, and with this we come to the end of this session. If anyone has any parting questions, you could ask in the chat. Else we'll wrap up the session.
Yeah, I'll be online for a few minutes, like 10-15 minutes. If anybody wants to have a discussion, we can.
Yeah, exactly. If anyone wants to ask any question to Bhupesh, you could tag him in the Slacklining channel and he'll probably answer your questions. So, with that, we come to the end of this amazing session. Thank you so much, Bhupesh, for coming and giving us your time.
Thank you for inviting me. Glad to
Yeah,
be a part
and
of this.
yeah, thank you so much, Bhupesh.
Yeah.